state of business in the last quarter 3, quarter 4 for businesses in high-end areas.
I think for us to have a discussion that one would say Mwananchi is as well starting to think is, I have a problem with what some politicians are saying out there. Akikuja na pesa wewe kula, but know where you're voting. For me, that's that's a statement that should not exist. It should be wakikuja na pesa, wafukuze na pesa yao. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to make a decision based off your feelings, research that you've done, and the person who will bring that change. There is an EU country where smoking was a problem, especially among the young people. And what did the society do? The entire society, including the leadership of the country, said, anyone who's smoking, you'll be considered to be the most useless person in that country. And what did that do? People started people stopped smoking. Why? Because before the society, no one really cares who you are. Why? Because there's no one who's going to employ you. There's nowhere you'll go to talk to anybody because you are useless in that society. We need to start looking at individuals who are coming up with this bribery to us and tell them you are the worst there is in the society and you have no room where we are to even have a conversation because you are an idiot and you see less. Because we sugarcoat these things. IEBC says we are investigating. We will cancel the election. How about you just see these individuals, reprimand them, take them to court, remove them from the election and let the people decide the best person there is? Why isn't IEBC calling out the government that we're seeing is going against the electoral laws? The government swore to protect the constitution of the republic. When the government is failing at that and IEBC is not taking the requisite position, the power they have to speak out, where do we run to? But like you've said, we as a people must start having this discussion. When you're told kula lakini, jua penye kura yako iko, fukuza huyo mtu. I don't know.
But you see, there's also a thing about us Kenyans, about not wanting to address the hard issues. For example, we are like, there is this side and this side. So this side that is actively opposing William Ruto, just because you are saying William Ruto must go, does not mean you are clean.
True.
Does not mean you are the Messiah. If we come down to the positions of leadership that you have ever held, what is your track record? The positions of leadership, some of us who are the biggest people to say one term, we're still the people coming out when the Controller of Budgets releases the counties that have the most illegal bank accounts, you feature there. When the Controller of Budgets says that according to the Constitution, counties are supposed to allocate 35% of their budget to development, and those of you who are allocating below 20%, you feature there as a candidate, as a person who is giving 13% of your entire budget to development. But you're on this side saying William Ruto must go and be replaced by somebody who you deem fit you yourself. But what are you doing? If you say that, Kenyans will come and tell you, oh, you want to divide the opposition, you're not being objective. But hey, why do we keep lying to ourselves? We are the sole source of the problem. And it needs to begin by what you're saying, reading these people of our attention. And our time. And now it needs to be, hey, we are not hearing leaders talk about sexual reproductive issues of women. We are seeing budget cuts on sexual reproductive health issues of women, and we are not hearing people talk about it. We are seeing issues of femicide. A friend of mine yesterday went to report to the police that she had been beaten by her own brother at home. And the police are telling her, madam, wewe sio wa kwanza. Unajua kunaendanga hivi, fanya hivi. Enda huko Buruburu police station, I think inakuanga hapo, enda huko. Huko ndio watakusaidia. But she's like, guys, you want me to go back to the same house I'm just from, coming here bleeding for you at? We, tunaenda patrol, tebu tuende. Like, we are normalizing violence. A broken system. And slowly, we are beginning to feel it. Why? Rwanda sold their tea for more money than us in the previous week. Kenya is slowly Kenya has lost. Kenya used to be among the list of people where they could come for exile here and feel safe. Kenya was removed from that list. By the time we understand the cumulative effects of bad leadership, it will be so bad. It will take us decades to recover. So this is our once in a lifetime chance to finally say, hey, let's try new people. Nyinyi already, we know your modus operandi. We know how you move. Let's try new people. Let's put young leaders in parliament, in county assemblies, to safeguard at least the very institutions that are responsible for policies. And then if those people don't work, take them home. Bring another new one. If they don't work, take them home. Until
it works.